Okay, pretend like John is talking. John is standing along the banks of the river, and John says, "Prepare! Prepare the way! Make things right. Everything that we know is about to change. A long time ago, God told us that this day was coming. We, the Israelites, God's chosen people, we have been waiting so long for this to happen. And now, it's finally here. God's chosen one is coming. That's big news. And He's going to make a great new kingdom. And God wants our lives to count. God wants us to be growing." John said, "Oh, what is that? You want to know how to prepare? Well, let me tell you how to prepare," John said. "This is what you need to do. You need to share. You need to share things." He said, "If you have 2 coats, give one of them away." John said, "If you have plenty to eat, share it with somebody that doesn't have enough." John said, "No matter who you are or what your job is, always be clever. Always do the right thing." Come on down. Come on down. Come on, quit moving around. Yeah. Make good choices, John said. The choices that God wants you to make. Make good choices. Do the right thing. So John the Baptist is telling everybody, well, I'll try to find this picture of John the Baptist. John said, "Did I hear one of you ask if I'm the Messiah?" "No," John said, "I am not the Messiah. I baptize with water. But the most important person ever is coming after me." John said, "I'm nowhere near as great as he is." John said, "I'm not even good enough to untie the one that's coming's shoe." He said, "It was just yesterday when the real Messiah," who was the real Messiah? Jesus. He said, "It was just yesterday. The real Messiah, the man named Jesus, came right down here to the River Jordan, and you know what Jesus asked John to do? He said, 'John, I need you to baptize me.' And that blew John the Baptist away. He couldn't believe that Jesus asked him to baptize him. He said, 'I am just not worthy. I cannot baptize you, Jesus. You are the Messiah, the one we've been waiting for. I can't baptize you.' But you know what Jesus said? He said, 'Yes, John, you can. And the reason you can is because this is God's plan.'" That's kind of what John the Baptist is supposed to look like. See him?
He's a little bit of a woolly.
Yeah, he's kind of wild and woolly. Wild and woolly. And I just didn't want to look wild and woolly. And I said I didn't have time to grow that beard. Thank you. Well, how do you see? Okay. All right. Thank you. Great. Yeah. Okay. So Jesus had asked John to baptize him. John's thinking he's not worthy. He couldn't possibly be the one to baptize Jesus. But Jesus said, "John, this is all part of God's plan. This is the way God planned it out, and this is what we need to do." So, John the Baptist and Jesus, they walked down to the bank of the river. They walked out into the water, and Jesus helped him go under the water. And when Jesus stood up, you're never going to guess what happened. Oh my! No, he didn't walk on water, but it was close. The heavens opened up, and this bright light shined down on Jesus, and a dove flew down from heaven and lit right on Jesus' shoulder. And then the most amazing thing next. God's voice spoke from heaven. They heard God's voice, and God said, "This is my son, Jesus. This is my son, whom I dearly love, and I find happiness in him." Y'all imagine? Can you imagine? The heavens opening up, this bright light shining down on them, the dove lands, and then they hear the voice of Jesus right from heaven. I wish I'd have been there. That would have been such an awesome thing to see. He really is going to change things, this man named Jesus. He's going to put things the way God wants them to be. Jesus wants us to claim him as our leader, but most important, Jesus wants us to claim him as our friend. He wants us to live the way he's taught us to live. He wants us to love our neighbors and to be kind to one another. That's not hard to do, is it? That's not a hard thing for Jesus to ask. Does Jesus go anywhere? Jesus is everywhere. Everywhere we are, Jesus is.
He's in our heart.
That's right. So he's always with us. We know it took a lot of faith for John the Baptist to tell people about Jesus because people didn't think that Jesus was the Messiah. But John told them that he was and asked those people to change their ways. Remember, he asked them to share, and he asked them to be kind, and he asked them never to steal. John the Baptist asked them to do what Jesus wanted them to do. And then John got to be the one to baptize Jesus. Wonder how John the Baptist felt when Jesus told him to baptize him. You think he was nervous or scared or maybe excited? Nobody had ever asked him to do anything that big before. Wonder how the people in the crowd felt when they're seeing John the Baptist baptize Jesus. Because John was doing just what God wanted him to do. So maybe they were thinking about what John had told them that they needed to do to be just and to be fair. I think maybe that's what they were talking about amongst themselves. They were sure glad they got there that day. I would have hated to have missed that. Well, John knew how special Jesus was. So John helped the people get ready for Jesus to come. What kind of things do you do if somebody's going to come to your house? You clean up your room? And maybe y'all make special food if someone special is coming? Maybe sometimes you might buy that person a gift. Maybe they're coming over to celebrate their birthday. Yeah, we do a lot of things to prepare.
And they might come over to eat us.
Well, they could. You're exactly right.
But you don't ask us.
That's right. You shouldn't ask. You should just be thankful when you're given something, right? Okay. Claim Jesus. We all have to claim Jesus. Because Jesus is in our heart, right? Right? And when we think about how we're supposed to do something, how we're supposed to treat someone, you should think about claim Jesus. What would Jesus do? If somebody was being ugly to you, you wouldn't want to be ugly back, would you? Be nice. That's exactly right. Well, okay, we're all Jesus followers, right? We're all Christians. We all believe in Jesus. How does that make us different?
The people that are bad, they don't believe in Jesus.
No, they don't, but we should share Jesus' story with them, shouldn't we? We should tell them about Jesus. So, if we're different because we follow Jesus, maybe we are kinder people. Maybe we treat people nicely. We don't steal from one another, do we? No, we don't steal. We don't break the law. We're Jesus followers. Well, how can we help others claim Jesus? Could you maybe tell somebody about Jesus? Could you? Yeah? Could you maybe invite somebody to come to church with you? That would be so good. Yes. 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 Tell. You could, and come to church with you the next day. Right? We could. And show them how to be a kind person because you're a Jesus follower, right? Okay. yesterday, remember we talked about scuba diving yesterday?
Yeah.
And we had to have special gear to go scuba diving? What do they need?
We don't have
We didn't have,
them on our back.
we don't have an air tank on our back, no, but they had, what do they have on their feet?
Flip-flops.
Flippers, to help them swim better, that's right. And there's another way you can see a little bit in the water without diving deep, like we talked about yesterday. If you don't want to go too deep in the water, we might go snorkeling. Y'all ever seen this stuff?
Yeah.
This is really cool. You put the mask on, and it covers your nose, covers your eyes so you can see, and you put this part in your mouth, and you get air this way. So, you've got your mask on, and you see under the water, this is in your mouth, and as long as this end stays above the water level, you can breathe.
And if you go a little bit not high,
Mhm.
you can breathe.
Right. You just float on the top of the water.
Then you can go down, and then you can maybe scare somebody.
You could,
If you
yeah.
go up
Yeah.
kind of, and then get a lot of air.
Right. So this is a way you can kind of peek below the surface of the water.
But you don't.
No, because you're right on top of the water. But this way your face is in, and you can go a little bit deep. You can go that deep in the water. You can get your head that deep under the water, because your mouth is right here, and this is at the top, and you can see things under the water because you have the right equipment.
Or you have some goggles.
And just like we talked about the equipment that divers needed. Okay, the special snorkel mask helps you breathe, helps you put your head down so you can look around, right? And the top of the snorkel, this part, has to stay above the water so you get air into your mouth and you can breathe. When you snorkel, you can only go as deep as your mask, which allows just a few inches below the surface of the water. You're not going to be able to see deep, like see coral and things like that, but you can see a little. We've been talking about how special diving equipment is used to help us explore under the water. Me too, I've done that. So if you want to go scuba diving, you have to take classes, and you have to have all that special gear, like we talked about yesterday, the air tank and the fins and all that stuff. But when you do all these things, and you can go places that other people can't go, because you've got the right equipment. Can you think of any kind of special gear that we would need to talk about Jesus? Maybe our Bible stories? That could be gear.
And
Something that would help us go deep, deep, deep. Studying the Bible, coming to Sunday school, coming to Vacation Bible School, learning more about Jesus. That's how our faith gets really deep. This is like a little bit of faith, but when we talked about yesterday, the scuba divers going way, way, way under the water, that is like deep faith. That's somebody that studies their Bible, asks questions about Jesus, and tries to learn more about him. So, in today's story, John told people about Jesus, God's special chosen one. But what made Jesus special? What was different about him, unlike anybody else in the whole wide world? What? Oh, okay. All right. The thing that makes Jesus special, unlike any other person in the whole wide world, y'all listening? You know what makes him special? He's God's Son. Remember the Bible verse that we said? His only begotten Son. That's what makes Jesus so special, that he is God's Son, the only one. So learning more about something